Eating healthy and working out is not enough to lose weight. You also have to understand how calories work. I once had a client who was doing F45 intense high intensity interval training, circuit training, literally 6 days a week and eating healthy, no processed unhealthy foods, just pure healthy foods. But the problem was he was eating so many dates and nuts and other dried fruits at night to where his calories were way over even though these were healthy foods. He didn't realize that all those high density sugars from the dried fruit and all those high density calories from fat in the nuts were making it impossible for him to lose weight even despite all of his hard work. He also didn't realize that he was overtraining and spiking his cortisol at a level that he could not recover from as a man in his 40s with 3 kids working 50 to 60 hours a week as a busy business owner. So the first thing that we did was we put together a meal plan for him and we educated him on how the calories and macros work and why those nuts and dates and dried fruit, while they might be healthy, were not actually conducive to his weight loss and why they were stopping him from losing weight and way too easy to overeat. The second thing that we got him to understand was appetite controlling foods versus appetite increasing foods and foods that are easy to overeat versus foods that are not. Anything that's dried, such as nuts, dried fruit, etc., is really easy to overeat. Chips fall into that category as well, although that's a more obvious food that you should avoid. But things that are harder to overeat would be like whole fruit. So for instance, apples. You could easily eat 12 dried apples, but you're not going to eat 12 regular apples unless you have an insane appetite, which in that case, we need to work on regulating your appetite. But the point is, there's certain foods that can control your appetite. I'll give you one example. Boiled eggs. How many boiled eggs can you eat before you get full and you don't want to eat anymore? Exactly. And if you ever think you're hungry, you just ask yourself, would I eat a boiled egg right now? If yes, then it's a real hunger. But if not, you're just bored and you're craving dopamine from eating something that's going to spike your blood sugar, such as dates. Yes, dates don't always spike your blood sugar the same as other carbs, but actually a lot of people do get the blood sugar spike from dates. Everybody's different. And especially other dried fruit, be careful. Dates are great for people who need to gain weight, but not always good for people who need to lose weight. Same thing with nuts. The third thing he needed to understand was how to scale his training up or down based on his stress levels, how busy he was that week, travel, his age, how his body was feeling, everything else. What we actually did was we scaled down his F45 to 3 days a week because he enjoyed it, he found it fun, and he was well conditioned to it, but 6 was still way too excessive. And we put in 3 lower impact strength training days with heavier weight, longer rest periods, less heart rate, and actually this was easier for him to recover from because it wasn't spiking his cortisol, it was helping to boost his testosterone, stimulate muscle growth, increase his metabolism, and improve his nutrient partitioning and insulin sensitivity, which along with the weight loss, which is 20 plus pounds in 90 days, it was 22 pounds, aka 10 kilos in 90 days, he also reversed the pre-diabetes that he was developing and fatty liver disease by the permission of Allah because his insulin sensitivity improved along with the weight loss and actually creating a deficit. So same thing for you, based on your age, time constraints, recovery ability, stress, you need to know how to scale your training up or down. Now I know that that's a lot to figure out on your own. I just wanted to introduce you guys to the topics, but if you're interested in having us do this for you, just like we have for so many other clients that you see in all the testimonials on my page, just comment or DM with the word coaching. We'll send you more details. You can see if it's a good fit for you. And inshallah, if it is, we can have a consultation either with myself or a friendly member of my team so we can make sure this is a great fit and move forward to get you the best results of your life, inshallah.